is NBC Connecticut News at 11.
Right now at 11 a.m., more evacuations in California as the wildfires rage on. The catastrophic damage we're now seeing this morning as the death toll sadly rises. Plus, a potential TikTok ban is in sight. How lawmakers in our state are reacting as the decision on whether to ban it in the U.S. heads to the Supreme Court today. And we're following breaking news from New York. The sentence for President-elect Donald Trump just handed down in that so-called hush money case. Will break it all down. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on this Friday. I'm Kevin Nathan. We have a lot of big stories we're covering today. But first, let's go over to Storm Tracker meteorologist Alexis Clemens. Alexis, got to drive my daughter to college in Pennsylvania Sunday. I have been incessantly bugging the weather department Sunday, hoping for no snow. Am I going to be okay?
Well, heading over to Pennsylvania, we're seeing just some light snow from this large system here. I have family in St. Louis. We were just talking about this, and they are buried in snow right now. It's crazy to think that parts of the Midwest, even the South, parts of Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama have more snow on the ground than us right now. But we are tracking this system slowly but surely. It is going to make its way towards Connecticut and provide some light snow as early as about 2-3 o'clock this going into tomorrow morning, and then we'll track that through your Saturday morning. Now, winds are slowly continuing to die down, but there is still a nice little breeze out of the north right now. That's going to create that wind chill out there that feels like temperature in the 20s, but we're going to continue to see that wind decrease as clouds increase ahead of, that chance for some light snow out there through your Saturday morning, briefly dropping temperatures a little bit below the high of 40 that we're going to see today. We'll break down the full forecast for you coming up in just a few minutes. Kevin?
All right, Alexis, thanks. We'll see you in a bit. The state's severe weather protocol ends today shortly at noon. There are places to get warm open across the state. If you or somebody you know needs to find a warming shelter, you can call 211 or visit 211ct.org. Right now, the devastation in California is sadly only getting worse as more fires spread. We've learned now that at least 10 people have died, but authorities say the true death toll is unknown as the fires wipe out entire communities. For us, seeing the fires unfold at home, it could be hard to kind of grasp the size and scope of what's going on out there. This behind me is a time-lapse of video showing just how quickly the Palisades fire took over parts of Los Angeles. These flames are now said to be the most destructive in the city's history. Here's a look at the Palisades fire, which has burned tens of thousands of acres. This is from our sister station, KNBC's Chopper, earlier this morning. Right now, nearly 180,000 people are under evacuation orders. Now, yesterday morning, we told you there were 5 major fires of concern. There are now at least 6. The latest brush fire, the Kenneth Fire, that's what it's called, emerged yesterday afternoon in the Woodland Hills area of L.A. That prompted more evacuations, which were later downgraded. NBC Connecticut's Kevin Geis was sent out west to help KNBC cover the destruction. He spoke to one man who said those crews got in the air just in time to help with the Kenneth Fire.
So thankfully they were able to fly here, and also thankfully there's a lot of open trail. Anybody who's been up here, there's a lot of open land that it burned through before it was able to get to any houses. So thankfully the guys got it taken care of. It's good for us.
Connecticut-based AmeriCares is joining the relief effort out in California. The group is heading west to get supplies to those who've lost everything to the fires. Workers spent yesterday loading supplies at their Stamford warehouse. They're bringing items like masks, hygiene kits, and medicine to those in need. We're also following breaking news this morning out of New York, where President-elect Donald Trump has been sentenced without penalty in his criminal hush money case. More than 8 years after the events that led to his prosecution, Mr. Trump was sentenced to no jail time, fines, or other punishments. He attended the hearing remotely after being found guilty of falsifying business records in connection with a payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election. The judge's actions will formally make Mr. Trump the first criminal convict ever to occupy the Oval Office. Happening right now, the Supreme Court is hearing oral arguments that could determine the fate of TikTok and certainly have widespread implications on social media moving forward. This is 9 days before the app is set to be taken off phones here in the U.S. NBC Connecticut's Jennifer Joas joins us live in studio. with more on the possible ban and what our state lawmakers are saying about it. Jen?
Yeah, exactly. Good morning to you. So right now, TikTok, they're inside right now. They are making the case to the Supreme Court in the hopes that millions of Americans will be able to continue using the app and that it will not be banned.
This morning, the Supreme Court is hearing oral arguments on why TikTok shouldn't be banned. TikTok is asking the Supreme Court to block a law that would require its owner sell the platform to an American company or get banned. They're arguing it violates the U.S. Constitution's free speech protections. Nationally, the concern has been the app's ties to China. But here in Connecticut, there's been a lot of concern from our Attorney General and other elected officials about how addictive the app is and how it can cause harmful effects on young people.
In another company, a developer of infinite scrolling called it behavioral cocaine because it's so addictive. Autoplay functions, haptics, which is a fancy word for buzzing, alarms, constant notifications. These seem like conveniences, but actually they're designed to get you addicted to the platform and your device and to cause you anxiety when you're missing out on content.
We asked Governor Lamont about this potential ban set to happen on January 19th unless the Supreme Court intervenes.
That's a little over my pay grade, but my instinct is sitting around trying to ban a media source that has 150 million users and millions of businesses on it is fraught with peril.
Just because the Supreme Court is hearing oral arguments today doesn't mean they'll make a decision today. If they don't make a decision by the 19th and the ban goes into effect, you won't immediately lose access to the app. Multiple legal experts NBC has spoken with have said it would look different on everyone's phones. You may still be able to post or engage on the app if it's already downloaded on your phone.
And you most likely wouldn't be able to update the app or re-download it after January 19th, but we will, of course, keep you posted on what ultimately happens. Back over to you.
Jen Jost live in studio. Jen, thank you. And as Jen mentioned, TikTok's unknown fate has stirred a lot of questions. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to hear from Wayne Unger. He's an assistant professor of law at Quinnipiac. He'll be diving deeper into these questions, including what a potential ban could mean for data privacy.